It's your boy Gackt Cognac here. Today I'm going to show you guys how to remove this ugly sticker off of your games. Now if you guys been to GameStop or other game stores, when they use these type of labels, they do not come off easy. So when you try to like peel these off, they leave like a residue behind, or worse, they kind of tear and leave like the paper residue in there with the adhesive. So as you can see, it's already happening right now. So how do you deal with that? Because usually what people do is put Goo Gone on there, and that just creates another sticky mess. And then it creates a film around your games, and it just feels greasy and nasty because Goo Gone is a grease-based remover. Now, does it work? Yes. But in my experience, it just doesn't leave a nice finish to my games. And God forbid that you leave the cover on while removing this off. Then it'll seep into there, and that oil will mess up your game cover as well. So what we're going to do is I'm just going to peel this off, and what you're going to do is just try to get it as best as you can. If not, whatever. But for video sakes, I'm just going to do it as quick as possible. So now what? You got that on there, and now you're left with this ugly mess right here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take off the cover to this so I don't mess it up. Now you can take it off the easy way by getting alcohol. I've got 70% isopropyl. You could use 91 if you want, but just leave a little dab right over here. And kind of let that sit in. Right, you can spread it around and just let that sit for a second. And then that usually will come right off easier if you just run your fingernails across it. Because what I really want to do is just remove the paper. You're gonna be like, Gackt, what about all this nasty sticky residue behind? We're gonna get to that. But what the alcohol is going to do is help you just claw this stuff off super easy, so you're not damaging the game or the game case itself. Now I do have my little chopping board right here, which I will insert in here to make it a lot easier and easier for you guys to see. So that way I can just go at it without worrying about actually like puncturing the game case, because you know this is soft right here, then you got all this like margin in between that might leave your game looking all jacked up. So like I said, that's what the alcohol is for though. The alcohol is going to help you remove a lot of that paper nasty mess, right? By the time you remove most of it, the alcohol would have dried up already, right? So what you're left with is, let me just take the manual out just in case if that gets wet or whatever, is that right there. See that? That's disgusting, right? How's that gonna come out? Well, I got something for you. A roll of tape. Any roll of tape is fine. I'm using just some cheap tape I got from Walmart. What you're gonna do is you kind of just piece this tape together however you want, as long as you get a side that's sticky. That's all that matters. I like to make it a little smaller piece so I can like have more leverage. What you're gonna do is I'll give this a little base to work with so I can get the camera to view this a little better. But what you're gonna do is you just stick the tape on there. You ever heard of fight fire with fire? Well, you can fight tape with tape. So you gotta just go at it. Now it's not gonna be fast, but as you can see, it's slowly already removing some of that residue off, and that's what you want. So just go at it. If you find it a little tough, you can add a little more alcohol and give it a little rub, but I feel like right now it's just fine. So just take that tape and just keep sticking to it so you can stick all that residue off. Just work at your own pace. You don't have to go crazy with it. Take your time. And look at that. Because how many of you guys tried this out where you try to peel and do all that, and now you create like all this messed up, you know, just creased the plastic and it's all bent out of shape. This way you can still get it where, like, look, it's still pristine. It's not as messed up. So if you feel like you need some more tape, you got a whole thing, unlimited amount. You don't even got to spend $8 on some Goo Gone or whatever. You know, when this roll of tape costs like a couple bucks. And it can seemingly last as long as you want it to. As long as you're not packaging stuff all day with it. Anyways, once again, fold it into a size that's easy for you to hold, because you don't want it to be all like flimsy. You want it to actually be kind of stiff, the tape. So same thing, you go at it. You can start from one end to the other, but I'm gonna show you guys for video purpose sake. It's harder to do on camera. If you had like flat surface, it's easier, but I'm just doing it like this to show you guys on camera so you guys can see that this is not a camera trick and the tape is picking up all the residue. Pretty damn amazing, huh? Something I freaking figured out when I was working at the game stores back in the days. And to this day, it has still helped me immensely. So if you guys mess this up, I don't know what's wrong with you, because this is as simple as it gets. Alright? For stuff that's going to be hard to take out, we're going to run it with a little bit of alcohol to loosen up a little bit. So this part is kind of the harder part, because look, you got this little space right here and you don't want to keep tapping on it to create a little dip. So that's where the chopping board comes into play. We're going to place it on the chopping board. See that? Now you can see the rest of the residue right here. Take the clean side of tape and just go add it some more. I'm going to kind of place this on the surface so I can get it a little easier. You can do it fast if you want. Do it slow. For video purposes, I'm just going to do it a lot faster. You can do it like that, but be careful. If your tape is too sticky, you might tear the plastic. So, word of advisor. Some of y'all are gonna be like, why don't I just put some Goo Gone or something like that? The whole point I made this video so you don't have to use Goo Gone. Alright? If you guys didn't pay attention to that, you guys are freaking idiots. Go ahead and leave my channel right now, because there's no helping you dumb motherfuckers. Anyway, so long as that's staying right now, as you can see, look how clean that looks, man. That looks great. See that? It's smooth. And all the stuff is gone with the exception of this little residue right here. You can try to fight it some more if you want. But like I said, what I like to do after that, just put a little alcohol on it. Loosen it up a little bit. So, you take the alcohol, stick that right there. Kind of give it a polish, and the rest will come off nice and easy. Look at that. This is the closest thing you can get to an Asian owned game now. Look at that. Might have a little bit of residue right there you could polish off as well, or you could just take the tape, get the rest of it. Simple as that. So easy that even a baby could do it. But that's how it's done. A lot easier than polishing your games, right? So, like I said, get some more alcohol, just finish it off a little bit, give it a nice polish. Circular motions will work. Don't worry if the alcohol gets back in behind the case, because alcohol dries up. And that's the reason why I took the cover off. Look at that. That looks great. Asian owned indeed. Bam. Just clean that up a little bit on the inside so when you put the cover back in, it won't get wet. Now you got your Akiba's Beat game. Now it doesn't gotta look like crap anymore. So I'm gonna take that, throw that right on, and would you look at that? Clean as ever can be. Show you the back side where the label was. Look at that. It's gone. Looking great. Now you can do that to basically almost any sticker residue. Some stickers are going to be more stickier than others, so it might take you a little bit more work, a lot more tape. But if you work at it long enough, it'll come out. Only thing is, you got to kind of decide at this point how how messed up your game case is going to be. Because obviously, if you're going to do this all day on it, it'll still work at it and beat down the case. So basically, that's how it's done. Anyways, this is your boy Gackt Cognac signing out. This is how a real Asian gamer treats their games and keeps it in pristine condition. So I'll see y'all in the next one. It's your boy signing out. I'll see y'all later.